I think this is the Dynasty or the Atlas. Oh, it's so great. All right, folks, today I have 5 different BBCOR bats, but the problem is I do not know which one is which. What I can tell you is that we have 2 different premium bats. Again, I don't know which one it is, but 2 bats that are $350. We have both the Louisville Slugger Atlas BBCOR and the bat that's reselling on eBay for like $800, the Combat Spec A1, also 350 bucks. And along with that, I'm just gonna pretend it's this, but I doubt it is, what we'll call a budget bat for $200, the 2026 Louisville Slugger Dynasty, along with 2 below budget straight Walmart bats. I think you can get these for $60 and $70 respectively. We have the Easton Speed, the white and blue one you see floating around in Walmarts, and then the Just Bats exclusive that didn't sell at all. So you can literally get this Easton Beast X, I think we have the Army Green one today, under the tape here somewhere for literally $60, $59.99. So, and I do want to give the original channel that did this some credit because I've seen other channels do it without shouting them out at all. So much love to Bat Digest. And first things first, we're gonna color label each one of these 5 just so I'm not like duplicating swings and I know at least which 5 are different. So here's our 5 tape colors we're gonna use for labeling. All right, first up we have our tie-dye bat. Next up we have the blue bat, the white bat, the orange bat, and finally the pink bat. And my goal today is to guess all 5 of these bats correctly without knowing which one is which. And I know you're probably thinking, oh, Will, you probably have something on the bats where you know which one is which. I swear, bro, the only way this is fun and entertaining for me is if I actually don't know. I want you to appreciate how well these are taped. I even took the grip off of every bat and re-gripped it with a fresh grip, all the exact same. All 5 of these bats have completely flat end caps. They all have the same type of knob. I went so far as to even take the knob taper off of a bunch of my old Atlases and Louisvilles, and I put the same little rubber taper insert on all 5 of these bats today. So, little teaser, here's the 2026 Atlas. And another reason why I chose these 5 bats specifically today is the Atlas and the Dynasty. The shell of the bat and the weight of the bat and the sound of the bat is quite literally the exact same, to the point where I sometimes question, are the Dynasty and the Atlas the exact same bat? So what better way to find out than do a blind test? And then the Combat versus the Walmart bats, I think those actually sound pretty similar. So if you didn't know, Combat is an Easton and our 2 Walmart bats are also Eastons. I'm curious if I can notice a blind difference between the high-end Combat and these lowly cheap bats. So without further ado, folks, let's go right into it. I think I want to start with this orange bat. And once again, I have no idea what we're working with here. This is either the Beast X, the Speed, the Atlas, the Dynasty, or the Combat. So let's get it. Okay, I'd like to think I'm very good at this. I'm gonna have a guess simply from the bunt alone here, so. That was so off the end, I can't tell. All right, so that should be the Atlas or the Dynasty. 33 miles an hour. That's the Atlas or the Dynasty. Off the wall. Okay, 100, 385. Oh, it rips. 107, bro. If it's the Dynasty, that'd be insane because it feels so good. It feels like the Atlas, 1000%. Oh, it's so great. Oh yeah, 108. We are hitting the bat bro balls today, so they're very hot, but if this is the Dynasty, I would be so happy, bro.
Dude, you smoked that.
It rips.
Oh!
111. 111 with the orange bat. So we're gonna write them down. Orange, 107, 108, 111. It's a good start. All right, bat number 2, we got the white bat. The weighting feels maybe a little heavier. Let's get a bunt. Oh, all right, so that's not the Dynasty, that's not the Atlas. This is either the Beast X, the Speed, or the Combat. 30 on the bunt. Oh my goodness. That's so odd. 104. Dude, like that, I think those are off the end. That was hit so hard. 109. It's definitely a lot heavier. It sounds a lot like the Combat. No way it's the Combat though. 108. That's freaking fast. God, it feels good if you barrel it. 107. I feel like it stings a little too much to be the Combat.
Have a guess now.
Right off the bat, I think this is one of the cheapies. Okay, I need to get one in the air. 107 again. Dude, it's good. It's not like amazing. The bat control's iffy. Let's go, dude. 104, 427. So I think that was 107, 107, 109 were our top three. 109, good start. My initial guess for the white bat, I think that's the Easton Speed, if I had to guess. It felt so like hammer, barrel heavy kinda, and that's kind of what I remember about the Speed. So, all right, we are moving on to the pink bat, and this is the one bat where I sort of feel like the barrel profile gives it away. I think one swing and we'll know here. Dude, I thought the tape would affect the performance more, but they hit amazing.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the Combat. Kind of off the hands, 104, 417. If that's not the Combat, oh my God. It is definitely lighter than the white bat. Oh, it's lovely. 108 off the hands. That has to be the Combat.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not even getting those perfect.
Yeah.
What? Okay, that's the Combat. That has to be the Combat. 111, 447. Yeah. Only the Combat would have the nerve to do that. Last one. All right. If that's not the Combat, I retire, bro. That's crazy. 107, 106, 111. Whatever the Atlas or Dynasty is up here is hanging. All right, moving on to the tie-dye bat. So I believe this is either gonna be the Atlas, the Dynasty, or the Beast X. Atlas or Dynasty. Let's go. All right, this is gonna be exciting.
I don't know what the other bat sounds like.
Yeah. Oh, bro. It feels great. I just flared that 103, 413. That feels just like the first bat. Oh, the bat control is so pristine. 112. It was kind of a snap hook, but still. It feels exactly like the first bat, bro. That's 109. $108 miles an hour. I think that might be our best exit velo so far, dude. It felt like it had a little more feedback than the first bat. It almost felt a little less familiar. That's why I feel like it might be the Dynasty. All right, and last bat for our first round through, we have the blue guy. This should be the Easton Beast X. This might be the Easton Speed. It could be the Combat, but that'd be nuts. Oh, it's super heavy. 108. Dude, it freaking hits though.
Oh, wow.
I think this is the Beast X. Like this is basically 110, bro. If this is the bat I think it is, this is an amazing deal for $60. I mean, that's 110, dude. Yeah, dude, sleeper. Absolute sleeper.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, 107. Oh, dude, this is gonna be so interesting. All right, let's go from the top, swinging out of our shoes for one good barrel with each here. So the orange bat, bat number one, right now I think this is probably the Atlas. But I wouldn't be mad if it was the Dynasty. That was kind of a miss. Fantastic, 104. Not an amazing swing either. Dude, this feels so great, 106, 430. Comparing this to the tie-dye bat, this one feels better on miss hits, but I think the tie-dye hits a little bit harder. And I'm assuming the tie-dye and the orange bat are the Atlas and Dynasty. That was almost a barrel. I mean, dang, that's money, bro. 107, 420 feet, so. All right, to the white bat, what I think is the Easton Speed. Probably the worst feeling bat so far, but the pop is absolutely fine. It's still good. 106, not perfect. One more. Yeah, this is, bro, this is making me rethink everything. 105, 414. This is our worst exit velo out of all 5 bats, but like, I'm hitting tanks and the margins are not very different. And I'm 90% sure this bat is probably $60 or $70, so. All right, pink bat. I think this is the combat. We didn't even really get one great last time. That's definitely the combat. That's 111.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh. That's the combat.
It's telling us that went 114. I smoked it. Okay. I think this is the combat. I'm gonna swing out of my shoes with these next couple bats. If the pink isn't the combat, I will give away my channel to the first comment subscriber on this video. All right, the tie-dye bat. I think this is the Dynasty or the Atlas. $111. Dude, okay, whatever one it is, that Atlas is probably freaking out right now. Whatever the Atlas or the Dynasty is, they are the same thing for all intents and purposes, bro. We'll do like a dent check and everything after, but I don't know what it is. It just feels a little less familiar. I swing the Atlas all the time. I think the tie-dye one is the Dynasty. 111. All right, and last but not least, probably second to least, our blue bat. I think this is the Beast X.
Did you swing the orange one?
Yeah, first. This is a log. The white bat and the blue bat feel almost identical. This feels a little hotter though. Yeah, this thing's a club, but it absolutely smokes the ball. Oh yes, 109. If this is what I think it is, this is currently probably the best deal on the market. All right, so 109. So what I have so far, for the white bat, I'm like 80% sure this is the Easton Speed. For the blue bat, I'm like 80% sure this is the Easton Beast X. For the pink bat, let me get just one more check swing. I'm 130% sure that's the combat. And these two are messing with me, tie-dye and orange. Whatever one is which, this is gonna be probably a really good video for the Dynasty and not that great of a video for the Atlas. So let's go orange, which I think is the Atlas. I really want to get this right. Okay. 110. Tie-dye bat. That feels like the Atlas too. End of the bat. Yeah. This is as good as the orange bat. 106, see ya. All right, dude. I think I'm ready to lock in my answers. Let's see how I did, folks. So coming in very last place was the white bat. It got last in both average exit velo and max exit velo, but I mean, the gap between the last place bat for average exit velo and the first place bat for average exit velo was 2.5 miles per hour, which is like 15 feet, that's not a lot. So I'm gonna formally guess that this white bat is the Easton Speed, one of our lower ranked BBCOR bats. It has good pop, it's just quite heavy. The sweet spot isn't fantastic, but it'll get the job done for $70. I really think this should be the Easton Speed. Let's find out. All right, just looking at the end cap, it is one of the Eastons. It's not the Combat or the Louisville. Thank God. That would be awkward. All right, here we go. Oh, wow. I was wrong already. Dude, the Speed did well. Ladies and gentlemen, the $60 Easton Beast X Army Green. Dude, I'm shocked. I thought I was for sure right. Dang, this did a lot worse than I thought. Wow. I can't believe, dude, I thought I was gonna clear it, damn. All right, second to last place. There was actually two bats that tied for second to last place. The orange bat and the blue bat. The blue bat did have a lower max exit below, so we're gonna give fourth place to our blue bat, which like did pretty well. It put up a 110, hit some very good looking home runs. I'm gonna officially now guess that this is the Easton Speed. I was gonna guess that this was the Beast X, but so now, gosh, dang it, bro. This is the Easton Speed. If this isn't the Easton Speed, I'm gonna cry. The blue bat is the Easton Speed, and you heard me say it. I said something along the lines of, this is one of the best deals in the game right now. Let's do a dent check. It's good, bro. You can buy this thing at freaking actual Walmart. I can go into my local Oregon Walmart and buy this bat, and it does not suck. All right, this is going way up in the rankings. The Beast X is going way down in the rankings. What a freaking W right there for the Speed. It almost hung with either the Atlas or the Dynasty there. So let's find out what the orange bat was.
I have a hot take on this. I think it's the Dynasty.
I think the orange bat's the Atlas.
Okay.
That's my official guess.
I think it's the Dynasty.
Third, almost fourth place overall. Oh boy, I'm kind of nervous for this one. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Atlas. And so I also have to say, this is the 2025 Atlas because I would have put the 2026 in, but look at this. I have never hit with this bat, and when I picked it up, I hope you can hear this on camera. There's no way you can hear that, but I swear on my life that there is the tiniest, most subtle rattle in the barrel, like maybe a little piece of glue from the end cap. So I was worried that if I swung the 2026, which to be fair is, I know for sure is a complete repaint of the 2025, I would have picked it up, I would have heard that rattle, and I would have known this was the Atlas. That's fair, right? I didn't want to know for sure this was the Atlas, so I swung last year's, and there is a tiny chance that this maybe did a tiny bit worse because I've hit with it a lot, maybe it lost some pop. We will do a separate video on that later, but ladies and gentlemen, dent check feels good. That is the Atlas. And if the tie-dye bat is what I think it is, as long as this isn't the Combat, I can somewhat confidently say you can get an Atlas by getting the Dynasty. So, moment of truth, the tie-dye bat. Oh baby. I was not confident in this guess. I kind of accidentally nailed it, but our second place bat, almost our first place bat. This had a 111 and a 112. The $199 Louisville Slugger Dynasty, which is supposed to be the budget version of the Atlas. Ladies and gentlemen, I can now declare this pretty much is the Atlas, despite what Louisville tells you, despite what I may have told you in the past. Oh my goodness. Almost our best bat of the day. And then the pink bat, the bat that pretty right off the jump, I felt like I knew what it was. Hit a 114. The unmistakable sound of the best bat in BBCOR right now, the Combat. But this is pretty much out of stock everywhere. It's really hard to find. The restocks are kind of few and far between. So I love this bat. I would game this bat, but it's just not a practical option for a lot of people. So based on this video, I have excellent news. We have a very, very good $200 bat, and we have a very, very good $70, $80, or $90 bat right here. Shocking results. This was super fun. We will do this more. We're gonna do like a full Marucci, a full DeMarini version of this, because again, the bats have to be shaped like the exact same. So there you have it, folks. The Speed The combat also did well, and the dynasty winners on the day, man.